everyone, Happy New Year. It's time for the start of the 2025 theme park season. We're excited to finally be out of the house and able to visit our favorite theme parks again, and we're kicking off the year with Busch Gardens Mardi Gras. This is the first event of their 2025 calendar. We're excited to take a look at Busch Gardens' 8 locations where they have over 40 different special menu items. And we're also excited to take a look at the shows that they have around the park. We're going to film as many as we can as long as the cold weather doesn't affect them. It's a pretty cold day across the entire country here, and Virginia is no different. So hopefully we'll be able to catch everything. Of course, we had to run inside immediately to record this to stay out of the cold. But let's go take a look at everything. This is probably going to be a very food-heavy episode, so if you enjoy theme park food, you'll really enjoy this one. Let's come along. I should mention Mardi Gras runs Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, plus President's Day, which is a Monday, from January 25th, because it was closed on the 24th for cold weather, January 25th until March 9th. Even though this is being recorded at night, I wanted to put this at the front of the video because it's outside of the park. As you walk along toward the front gate of the park, they have the walkway now lined with 50th anniversary banners for Busch Gardens, each showcasing a couple of different attractions at the park, as well as the dates, the opening in 1975 and now, of course, 2025. That's a nice little touch. Nice way to look back at the 50 years in the park's history. The fountain at the front of the park, as soon as you enter the gate, is once again taken up by the giant fleur-de-lis. It's a nice photo op as soon as you enter. Speaking of photo ops, they have this fun little one with a horn playing music and some feathers here right at the entrance by the England phone booth. And the sign even lights up at night. So here's a quick walk through England looking at the Mardi Gras decorations. They have their purple, yellow, and green flags back up, replacing the Union Jacks that they would normally have through here. Coming up on the Globe Theater, they have a poster showing some of the foods you can try here at the event, which we'll get into the food later. This may be a very food-heavy episode. They also have Carnaval Imaginique, which they've had Carnaval Imaginique in the Globe Theater in years past, but this year they've kind of upgraded it to a Golden Jubilee Spectacular. They have 3 showtimes, a members-only showing at 1, and then 3 and 5. I believe the members-only showing at 1 is only for this weekend, so after this weekend, all 3 showtimes should be for everybody. Continuing along through England, they also have put gold, green, and purple lights on the clock tower, which it's unfortunate that the park closes at 6 today, so it most likely won't be dark enough for us to see these lights on to have any effect on the scenery, but I bet if it were darker, that would look great at night. Right next to the England Sweet Shop is the Mardi Gras Upgrade Center, where you can go to purchase your 5 or 10 item tasting pass. They also show some samples of some of the foods that they offer here, and they also have a look at the map so you can see where you can go to find any of the food items that you want to try here. If the glare isn't too much, they also have this QR code that you can use to get your 10 item sampler if you wanted to get one in advance. Well, not exactly what I was expecting to see inside the Emporium. It doesn't look like they have any 2025 merchandise available yet. Right in the spot where they would normally put their dated merchandise, they have general Busch Gardens Williamsburg merchandise. They've been using this design for some time, but I don't think I've seen some of this merchandise before, such as these mugs. I might have just overlooked them before, but yeah, if you're looking for 2025 merchandise, they don't have any in here just yet. They've also changed up their display at the other entrance. It's a lot of Ireland and Scotland merchandise. They have this whole selection of Grogan's pub merchandise at the entrance now, including all kinds of different glassware, a giant stein like Jen has, and this Grogan's pub long sleeve hooded shirt for $39.99, if I can actually get that on frame. There we go. Oh, the stein that Jen had is a Burgermeister's Hideaway stein. I almost didn't notice that. That's pretty cool. That one looks like it is $37.99. They also have some Grogan's Pub coasters and bottle openers. They have some other pastel colored new Busch Gardens merchandise that I don't think we've seen before. This t-shirt, let's see if the t-shirt has anything on the back. It does. Okay, it's got the same logo as the long sleeve on the back. That t-shirt is $32.99. They also have a blue design and a matching hat, a hoodie, and some shorts. There are also a couple of mug designs that we don't think we've ever seen before. This one features a bunch of different sights from Busch Gardens, the sky ride, the roller coasters, some wine, some beer steins, and the cost of that mug is $19.99, not too bad. And then there's another one around the side here that looks like it has a bunch of stamps. It's got some cardinals, wolves, roller coasters, country flags, and that mug is $24.99. Here's a quick look at the updated Mardi Gras map at the park. Starting at the top in New France, the Craw Daddies are there, the new act that they have for this season, as well as the Creole Grill, Free River Snacks, and Cafe Lulu, where you can get Mardi Gras items at all three of those places. In Ireland, they're doing the Mardi Street Party. Grogan's Pub and Clancy's Cajun Creations are also in that area. England, as we saw earlier, has the Carnaval Imaginique, a Golden Jubilee Spectacular. Looping around, Bourbon Street Brigade is over here in Italy, as well as Bourbon Street Treats. They have a coming soon still for the Big Bad Wolf, Wolf's Revenge. They have the Bayou Bar and Big Easy Spirits, as well as the New Orleans Jazz Band over here by the Festhaus, or in the Festhaus, I should say. And that brings us back around. They also have a digital copy of the map that you can check out if you're interested. I skipped over Scotland on the map because there's nothing going on for Mardi Gras in that area, but I should have mentioned that there is a bridge that goes from Scotland right next to Loch Ness Monster over to the Oktoberfest area of the park across the Rhine River as a little shortcut. This time of year, every year, they close that bridge and they have taken it off of the map, so you temporarily have to head around a long way to get to Oktoberfest in Germany. Here's a quick walkthrough of the Mardi Gras decorations in Ireland, beginning with Castle O'Sullivan, draped in beads and flags. They have beads draped from a lot of the buildings in the area. This particular setup right here, this brick wall with the stairs, was featured during Hallow's Scream over in Festa Italia near the Deathwater Bayou haunted house for scare actors to climb on. It's fun to see that they are reusing it now and brought it over here. Over in Ireland. This stage out here right in front of the Abbey Stone Theatre is where they do the show Mardi Street Party now, which used to be over in France. They're doing 4 shows today at 12:30, 1:30, 3, and 5.
The Mardi Street Party is about to begin. So grab your beignets, grab your beads, and let the good times roll.
Carnaval Gifts has a fun little Mardi Gras display at the entrance. They have a few masks, including these mini masks for display. Some really mini masks with Jen's hands for a scale. They have a light up necklace and these tumblers, but my favorite thing is this t-shirt, "Where have you been, yay, all my life?" They've had these here in years past, but I really like this. I think it's a funny design, especially for Mardi Gras. For Mardi Gras, in addition to their usual selection of beers, Grogan's Pub has a Mardi Gras menu that includes a new bacon and jalapeno grit casserole, which is probably my top thing that I've been looking forward to on their menu. They also have some special Mardi Gras cocktails, including the French 75, the Hurricane, the King Cake Shot, and their draft beers and wines. The Mardi Gras sampler tastings are back. 5 tastings for $40 or $8 an item, and 10 tastings for $60 or $6 an item. It's good to see these prices have not gone up from last year. As we'll see later in the video, the prices of some food items have increased this year. That's partially as a result of them removing the 5% surcharge that they had on all purchases previously. Just my 2 cents, but I'm happy that it's this way. I would rather see the price increases up front rather than hiding them behind that 5% surcharge. But anyway, the point that I was actually trying to make is the fact that the food items have increased, but the cost of the tasting passes have not, actually makes them an even better value than they've been in years past. So here's a look at the Mardi Gras 10-item sampler. Of course, yet again, they also have the 5-item sampler if you don't plan on eating this much. They punch your card as you order items. And then on the back side, they also give you the specific details about it. It expires on March 9th when Mardi Gras ends, so that's not too surprising. We decided to get 2 items from the Grogan's Pub menu. Jen got the French 75 cocktail, which is regularly $13.99. And of course, I got the bacon and jalapeno grit casserole, which is regularly $8.25. So, as I mentioned before, I was really looking forward to this bacon jalapeno grit casserole, and it lived up to its billing. It really strongly tastes like bacon, and it has that grit texture. If you're a fan of grits in general, the jalapenos at first don't really come through, but they hit you in the back of the throat. So you get the bacon, you get the jalapeno. It's just as you would expect. My only knock against it is portion size for $8.25 is a little bit tiny. I was hoping it'd be a little bit bigger, but flavor-wise, it's great and worth the wait to try it. The French 75 cocktail, Jen said her particular one, she's had it in Mardi Gras past here, and this one she felt was more alcoholic, more champagne-y than usual, but she really enjoyed it. If you enjoy a strong kick of alcohol, you'll probably enjoy the French 75. It is a small cup, again, portion size for $13.99, but they put a lot of alcohol in there, so they give you your money's worth. During Mardi Gras each year, Busch Gardens usually gives away beads. This year, because it's Busch Gardens' 50th anniversary, they're giving away beads that feature the Busch Gardens 50 Years logo. I really like this logo. Clancy's Cajun Creations in the old Grogan's Grill building has their Mardi Gras menu, including a seafood gumbo, a crawfish etouffee, a catfish po' boy, Cajun husk puppies, fried okra, red beans and rice, and a Cajun spiked lemonade. From Clancy's Cajun Creations, we're trying 2 things. First is the catfish po' boy, which comes with lettuce, tomato, and pickles, and a remoulade on a French baguette. You can see it's about a half of a piece of catfish that they cut on half of a slice of bread. And also the Cajun spiked lemonade, which it's spiked with both rum and vodka, and what makes it Cajun is they add a little bit of Tabasco. So the po' boy, Jen had an overall favorable opinion of it. It's just she felt that the catfish was a little bit underdone, and it could have been fried just slightly longer, she said. The main problem with it is the bread, you can see, has barely been touched. It's because she tried to touch it and really couldn't because it's hard as a rock. So If you don't mind eating your sandwiches kind of open-faced, you may enjoy this a little bit more if you just eat the inside with a fork, which is what she did. She said the remoulade was really good. She enjoyed the pickles and the lettuce. Just the bread isn't the greatest. As far as the spiked lemonade goes, it basically just tastes like a lemonade. There is a burning in the back of the throat when you drink it, but whether that's because of the alcohol or because of the Tabasco, I'm not sure. I don't really taste Tabasco in this at all, but it still could be the cause of the burning in the back of the throat. Either way, it really just tastes like lemonade. So if you're expecting a huge kick of alcohol or a lot of Tabasco flavor, you'll probably be disappointed. Me, I actually kind of like this one. Almost forgot that the catfish po' boy is $8.50 regularly, and the spiked lemonade is $13.99 regularly. Always enjoy the giant beads they put on the castle as you go towards Scotland on the bridge. And the Mardi Gras flags they have here. As you swing on Finnegan's Flyer, you go over a body of water, and that body of water is, not surprisingly, currently frozen. I love the cracks in the ice, make it almost look like a tree in the water. Surprisingly, they still have the fountain flowing as normal. That's the one part that's not super icy in here. Even the waterfall is flowing as it should. I always enjoy the Mardi Gras decorations they put all throughout France. It kind of makes sense that they would have some nice Mardi Gras decorations here, considering it's French inspired. Cover all the buildings in fleur-de-lis in the Mardi Gras colors. Inside of France is Cafe Lulu beignets, where of course you can get the beignets here. You can get your choice of caramel chocolate or raspberry drizzle for $8. They also have the passion fruit hurricane and draft beers and wines. It's inside of the building where that's normally La Fritte's Garage, where you get the poutine. Mardi Gras lights have returned to La Belle Wine Bar, as have the Mardi Gras decorations on the front of the wine store here. And most importantly, I've been looking forward to this. They brought back the Po' Boy's drummer, the Craw Dad. Oh man, I love this statue so much. I hope this sticks around for a while. A tiny subtle decoration detail, they've added some beads to their planters in various spots around the park. And they've also added some Mardi Gras lights on some bushes in various spots. It's kind of hard to see in the daytime, but that's another nice little subtle detail that they've added here. The other new show this season, in addition to the revamped show in the Globe Theater, is the Craw Daddies, which you can find on the stage in France, right before you get to New France. I really love their stage setup that they have here. They have some pots and pans on the back wall, a whole bunch of drums. So we'll check this show out. They have 4 showtimes, 1 p.m., 2:30, 4, and 5:45. I was afraid it might be too cold out for an outdoor show, but it looks like this is still going on today.
It's the same rhythm as the Craw Daddy Crawl.
Yep, the Craw Daddy Crawl.
The Craw Daddy Crawl.
Wait!
Whoa, what?
What is the Craw Daddy Crawl?
I'll show you. But first, I need my thinking cap.
Oh, okay.
I have just the things. Stewing.
Okay. All right.
Stewing.
For the first time in the season.
Ah, yes.
Have the cap.
Now it's all coming back to me. I think I remember all the ingredients. Now I think we gotta put it all together.
Yeah.
So here we go, like this. Yeah. But hey, Troy, can you heat things up a little bit?
Oh yeah, I can.
All right, cool.
That's my guy right there. Let's do it.
Three Rivers Funnel Cake Place and Kettle Corn Place here in New France has their corn fritters on the menu, as well as a Mardi Gras mini funnel cake, bananas Foster cheesecake, and Mardi Gras kettle corn, in addition to the fountain drinks and bottled water. So from Three Rivers, we got the new corn fritters. They give you 3 corn fritters plus a spicy honey aioli for dipping. The 3 corn fritters plus the aioli on the menu is $8. The corn fritters have a great crunch to them, and they have a really strong corn flavor too. You can see there's actual like whole kernels of corn in there, so they do not skimp on the corn here. So if you're a fan of corn and fried food, you'll really enjoy this. The dipping sauce, the heat and the hot honey comes from a horseradish. At least that's what it tastes like to us. So if you're a fan of horseradish, you'll probably enjoy the dipping sauce. If you don't care for horseradish, you may want to avoid dipping your fritters in this. So overall, even though the food tastes really good, the price is a little steep for 3 fritters for $8. So it's up to you. Even with the tasting pass, breaking it down to $6 a dish, $6 for this is still a little on the pricey side. So it's up to you if you're willing, if you like corn enough to spend the money on this dish. Probably my favorite decorations from Mardi Gras in the whole park are these giant skeletal statues in front of Trapper's Smokehouse. They also have a few other decorations like this skull here. Trapper's Smokehouse for the season has become the Creole Grill. And they have a few food items, including the new Cajun shrimp boil for $9. They also have the chicken andouille gumbo, fried green tomato po' boy, blackened chicken, boudin sausage, Mardi Gras corn, and for the people who would like some cocktails, they have a Fat Tuesday rum runner cocktail inside of Trapper's Smokehouse. They make sure you're aware that Trapper's Smokehouse has been transformed for the season, putting this big Creole Grill ad out here, showing all of the dishes you can get here. From the Creole Grill, Jen's trying the new Cajun shrimp boil, which comes with, it looks like 4 shrimp, as well as about half an ear of corn and some red skin potatoes, and they also drizzle it with a Cajun sauce. While we're on the subject of the grill, it was worth mentioning that Jen was going to get the rum runner cocktail, but they don't make it clear in there where exactly you pick up the alcohol because they have it separate from where you pick up the actual food. So a little bit more clarity inside there would be a nice improvement. Jen said that the shrimp was cooked really nicely. She's not really a big potato person, but if you enjoy potatoes, the big meaty potato that they give you'll probably enjoy. And she also said that the corn had a nice sweet flavor to it. She was expecting a little bit more spice. It wasn't as spicy as she was expecting, but she still enjoyed the whole thing. She said that the broth they put in there gave it a nice soupy quality that she really liked. If you remember during Christmas Town, the antique photo place was doing a sled picture. You could sit in a sled, get your picture taken in there with no obligation to buy. They've now, for this season, moved the sled out onto the porch. So you can hop on in, take your picture out on the porch of the antique photo building. Looks like the Busch Gardens Railway is closed right now, which kind of makes sense because it's pretty cold out here, but I thought that the website had said that it would be open with the start of Mardi Gras, but it's a little bit disappointing because I was hoping we would have the opportunity to get an update on the construction of the Big Bad Wolf, but here we go, it's just quiet. So no Big Bad Wolf update on the construction today. The Mardi Gras colored lights are back up on the bridge here, heading out from Alpengeist into New France and vice versa. Unfortunately, much like the lights that are on the clock tower in England, we probably won't be able to see these to their full effect because the park closes too early today. The popcorn place across from Alpengeist still has the construction fence up. No word as to what they're doing here. I guess it's just a refresh. I understand closing rides for cold weather, but when your ride is themed to snow and skiing, it seems kind of funny that they would have this closed during the winter months. Just a friendly reminder this Mardi Gras, just don't drink and ski. before that'll happen. Inside of this quote-unquote candy shop is a little speakeasy known as Burgermeister's Hideaway. For the season, they've officially changed the name, giving it a subtitle called A Carnaval Celebration. They've also switched up their cocktails for the season. To go here, it is $50 a person to check out the show and the flight of drinks. You can also get flights of wines or beers or mocktails if you aren't someone who enjoys cocktails, but they sell out quickly. Right across from Burgermeister's, they've put a little planter on their fountain that has a little fleur-de-lis on it. Not much of a Mardi Gras decoration, but it's a little something extra, little subtle touch. The fountain in front of the Welcome Center has a big fleur-de-lis and Mardi Gras decorations. They have some feathers that are similar to the feathers that were on the photo op that we saw in England. I kind of miss the gingerbread men taking a dip in here, but this is still pretty cool. I like the giant beads they have hanging off of it. The bridge heading into Germany is nice and sparkly again, with the silver, gold, and green covering the archway you walk under. As expected, DarKoaster is operating today, but it's operating at a reduced capacity. So based on the crowd level and the reduced capacity, is it affecting the wait times any? We still don't know. The wait time sign is still not working. But it doesn't seem like it because Jen just got off of there and she said it was a walk-on, so I'm assuming it's still just like a 5-minute wait right now, so that's pretty cool. I'm not sure how long this sign has been here, but now they have a sign up at the DarKoaster gift shop where if you just want a digital copy of your ride photo, you can scan this QR code to get it so you don't have to wait in line. Of course, if you want a physical copy, you'll still have to wait in line at the photo kiosk, but now it's easier to get your digital copy. Even though we're here a little bit early before it's opened for the day, Bar Castle Spirits has turned into the Bayou Bar. It has some nice gator and lobster decorations on the exterior. Here's a look at their Mardi Gras menu that they have. It's basically the same as last year. They have their crawfish dip and Cajun snack mix. Prices are $8.50 and $7.50 respectively. They also have 4 different cocktails at $13.99 a piece. The King Cake Daiquiri, King's Cup Margarita, Fat Tuesday Spiked Lemonade, and the Big Easy Mojito. And you can get the typical draft beers and wines and fountain drinks there as well. So for comparison purposes with the stickers over the prices right here, the crawfish dip that is now $8.50 was $7.50 last year. Cajun snack mix now $7.50 was $6. The draft beer that's $15.49 was $14.99, and the Coke fountain drinks were $5.49 are now $6.29. The Festhaus is decorated nicely for the season. These stairs and the balcony all have the Mardi Gras colors on them. And inside of the Festhaus is the New Orleans Jazz Band with multiple showtimes each day that the park is open. Fridays, 3 showings at 4:30, 5:45, and 7. Saturday, Sunday, and a President's Day at 1, 2:30, and 4:30.
beignets. Oh, they are. Now, what do y'all say? 5'2"? Thanks for noticing, but my eyes are round. Now play that song and bring us to town.
The tiny bar at the front of the Festhaus is currently Big Easy Spirits. Where at Big Easy Spirits you can get the king cake cinnamon roll, the Cajun Bloody Mary, magic mimosa, and king cake shot, as well as the draft beer and bottled water. We, in previous years, have tried the king cake cinnamon roll and ended up being so hard that it broke our fork. However, that may have been a fluke. It may be better this year, but honestly, I still think we're going to stay away from it this year. I guess the only minuscule Big Bad Wolf update that we can give in this video is being able to see the top of the hill here in the background we're standing near the Festhaus as we record this. You can actually see a little bit of the track here. Actually, as I get closer, it gets worse, but yeah, that's about all that we can see of the Big Bad Wolf construction right now. They're actually also allowing people far enough down that you can kind of see the station and a little bit more of the lift hill. This isn't really anything different than what we've seen in previous videos, but it's kind of cool that they did leave this area open to allow people to walk and take a look at the work in progress over here. This is a sight you rarely ever get to see at the park. The Rhine River frozen over. The boats are still docked, but the river itself is frozen. It's a really cool sight. Not all of the Rhine River is frozen. The far end there is apparently thawed out somehow, but around here, around Rebolton, it's completely frozen. The Marco Polo Marketplace is currently Bourbon Street treats for the Mardi Gras event. They have a few dishes here: the Cajun mac and cheese, a muffaletta, a beignet, which is a new location for the beignet this year, the bourbon pecan bread pudding, d'auberge cake, and the Cajun chocolate mousse. Marco Polo Marketplace still has its usual menu that you can get year-round, but they put a sign here for Bourbon Street treats pointing you to the counter over here where they actually have the special Mardi Gras treats separated from the regular menu. From Bourbon Street treats, we're actually trying 3 different things: the bread pudding, the beignets, which technically aren't new, but it's a new location, so why not try them again, and the Cajun mac and cheese. So even though it doesn't look like it, it's not very obvious just staring at it. The mac and cheese has Cajun shrimp and andouille sausage in there, so there's a little bit of heat. Jen said it was really good. She really enjoyed that macaroni. The beignets are only covered in powdered sugar, so they don't have any kind of super sweet topping on them. So they're a little bit sweet, but not overly sweet. You can see just how flaky they are in there. They have a really nice crunch and they're really well done. The bread pudding could use a little bit more pecan, but it's got just the right amount of sweetness. It's got a great texture. It really tastes good. I think the common theme of the day, however, is portion size. Both the bread pudding and the mac and cheese are a bit on the small side. The beignets are pretty good for the price. You get 3 pretty large beignets, so I'm not too upset about that, but I just wish, again, like most other dishes we've had today, I wish the portion was a little bit bigger. Inside the San Marco Theater, their Bourbon Street Brigade is back. As you can see, pop rock hits 4 showtimes a day at 12:45, 2, 3:30, and 5:30. Always one of my favorite decorations every year. They put this back over in Italy, right in front of the San Marco Theater. I'm glad they keep bringing this back. This is really cool. Italy, heading toward the San Marco Theater, has some nice gold, green, and purple lights and flags hanging from the walkway. And then making your way down, going toward Bella Casa here. Interesting to note that they still have all of their Christmas decorations up in the store, including the Christmas tree. Interesting that it appears there's nothing going on over in Festa Italia this year for Mardi Gras. The poles on the bridge aren't even decorated for Mardi Gras this year. Here's something you don't see too often, a snow-covered water ride. Escape from Pompeii has snow down all under the tracks. I'm surprised there's no snow on the lift hill. They still have some of their lights laying on the ground from when they did the Polar Pathway during the Christmas Town event. Surprisingly, it actually is dark enough before the park is closed that the lights actually are taking effect. Both the gazebo and the carousel look really great with their Mardi Gras colored lights. And we can also now see projections on the Welcome Center. Various different shapes, stars, triangles, circles, little starbursts. Also pretty cool to see some ground projections here by the Craw Daddies stage, and on Griffin Gifts they have a projection. Surprisingly, we actually managed to stay long enough to get a good look at the lights on during Mardi Gras. I didn't think we'd be able to be here long enough to see all of these, especially the ones that are on the bushes over here. The bushes look really cool at night. And last but not least, since we're here late enough, the lights and projections in England. The Globe Theater has some fleur-de-lis on them. And a nice big Mardi Gras sign, as well as more fleur-de-lis right on the front of the theater. So that's pretty much it for Mardi Gras 2025. We only got 8 items that we tried. We were hoping to get to 10, but thankfully the tasting pass is good until the end of the event. So we'll be able to use it next time we come here. We're planning on coming back in February. So when we come back in February, we'll check out the rest of the food items. The day just took so much longer than we expected. 6 hours really goes by fast, especially when there's so much to see and so many different treats to try around the park. We had a really great time. The event was fun as always. I was really surprised that they had the outdoor entertainment going. I was expecting them to cancel it due to the cold weather, but those performers were all troopers, so I really have a lot of respect for them going out in this weather and putting on great shows. The Craw Daddies, the new show, I was a little bit worried that it was going to be too similar to what used to be the Samba Jamboree in years past. I thought it was just like a new coat of paint on the same show, but now it kind of had the same flavor, but it was different. It was a different show, and I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed them playing the pots and pans. That was a nice touch. It's a very fun show. I'm looking forward to seeing if they'll bring it back next year. Also wanted to mention that we ran into a few other vloggers here today, which was a really cool experience. We ran into Steeler Wayne, Vlog with May, Traveling Through, and if you pay attention to other channels that deal with Busch Gardens Williamsburg, I'm sure you're already familiar with Edutainment. We ran into him as well. So I just wanted to shout all of them out. It was great to meet them. They're all great people, and we recommend you checking out their channels if you haven't already. I will also link their channels in the description box of this video down below. So we hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, we would appreciate it if you would give it a thumbs up, and also subscribe to the channel. Every like and subscribe is a big help. We would also appreciate it if you would check out our Instagram page, which is appearing above Jan right now. Right below that is our Threads handle, and then right at the bottom of the screen is our email address. We read all the emails that we receive, and we appreciate any questions, comments, concerns, and constructive criticism that we receive. So hopefully you had enough of a chance to check out our email before Jen wiped it away. Thanks a lot for watching. Thanks for watching, but the fun's not over yet. Click the box in front of my face for another fun video, or click my tree to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss another video.